What's going on, Mad Maniacs, and welcome back to Mad About Disney. Today we will be reviewing Pixar's Soul, the latest movie out of the studio that premiered on Christmas Day 2020. Direct to Disney Plus, it was going to be a theatrical release, but ultimately they decided to release it on Disney Plus for whatever reason, probably due to COVID movie theater closures and such. Soul has been getting a lot of very positive reviews from critics, I've noticed, but I've noticed that a lot of diehard Pixar fans aren't liking it as much. It's a bit of a mixed bag. I think the reviews are definitely more positive than negative, but for example, my girlfriend Leah, who many of you know from some of my other videos, didn't actually like it that much. So today I'm going to be taking a look at the movie and telling you why I liked it or didn't, and spoiler alert, I did like it. But as far as spoilers for the actual movie, I will not be going into any of that here, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, feel free to watch the duration of this video. I may talk a little bit about some of the general themes, so if you want to go in completely blind, just skip that for now, and come back to this video after you've seen the movie. Now let's start with the animation, because that's one thing my girlfriend and I did agree on. Both the shots of New York City and in the Soul world that they use are both gorgeous. They used some 2D animation with the Jerrys in the Soul world that I thought was really unique, and there were a few scenes that used a lot of unique animation that I thought was really gorgeous. In addition to the animation, the score by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, who you may know from their work on films such as Gone Girl, The Social Network, or most recently Mank, they did a phenomenal job, and their work with John Baptiste, who did the jazz compositions, was also really great. I bet they get an Oscar nomination for this. It was really great work, and it really combined with the animation to provide a really wonderful ambiance for the film. Now, where I start to differ with Leah a little bit is on some of the actual content of the movie, the first thing being the humor. Now, I actually thought it was quite funny, but a few of the jokes that I found the funniest were rooted in history. When you see the movie, you'll know why that's the case. I really like history, I like learning about history, which is probably why I found this funny, and someone like my girlfriend did not. But there were a bunch of funny jokes for me, which made it a very enjoyable watch. I also enjoyed the plot. There's a shtick about halfway through, and I'm not going to get into spoilers, but it really changes the way the plot works. It's not something that was promoted in marketing materials or any of that. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. At first, I was a little bit skeptical of it, but you know, the more you get into that part of the movie, the more you realize how good of a plot technique it is. If you'd like me to go further into that, I can make another video where I talk about that section of the movie in spoilers and why I thought it was actually a great plot technique to help drive one of the characters' arcs forward. However, for me, the best part of this movie was undoubtedly its message. It had a great message about life, why we live, and the purpose of living, as well as the beauty of life. This movie is very mature for Pixar. It hits a lot of very mature themes, and it may not be the movie for every family to watch. There may be certain kids who don't respond in the right way to this movie because it really touches on some very mature stuff. But what I will say is that if you enjoyed movies such as Inside Out and Coco that play on some of those deeper themes, you'll probably like this. Pixar movies tend to range from, movies intended for kids to movies intended to adults. Most of them fall somewhere in the middle. This one definitely leans more on the adult side. That being said, its message about the beauty of life and why we live and the joys of living is something that touched me really deeply watching this. And for that reason, and my general enjoyment of this movie as a whole, I have decided to give Soul a 4.5 out of 5. Thanks for watching, and I'll see all you Mad Maniacs in the next video. Check out Soul, available now on Disney Plus.